Hello, my name is Kobe, and this is an introduction to the Hebrew language for English speakers. I love the Hebrew language and I would like to share its beauty and richness with you. In this short lecture, you will be able to understand two simple but major principles in our language, two principles that make it so unique. No previous knowledge is necessary whatsoever, no grammar or other boring stuff, I hope, will be introduced. Let's start with the writing. The Hebrew has 22 letters and it is written from right to left. Each letter describes a different consonant. Basically, there are no vowel letters like in English. In order to describe vowels, we add different dot symbols around the letters, but most of the time the dotting is left out. In this example, you can see the word Caleb in Hebrew or dog in English in two Hebrew versions. On top, the one with the dotting, and on the bottom, the one without the dotting. Basically, on the right side will appear the Hebrew words and an English transcription of them, and on the left side you will see the English translation of the Hebrew word. Mostly the dotting is left out and most of the Hebrew readers manage without it. Since you are not supposed to know Hebrew, I left it out. The two major principles I mentioned earlier of the Hebrew language makes it different from other languages, which are essence and root. Each word in Hebrew contains some essence or describes a function of what it describes. This is unlike other languages that use the different words as conventions. For example, the word dog that we mentioned earlier. In English, it is a convention that the word dog describes this type of animal. In Hebrew, it is called Caleb. The word Caleb contains the syllable lev, which in Hebrew means heart. And indeed, what makes a dog unique among all other animals is that it shows endless love and loyalty to its owner. The Hebrew language is very ancient, more than 4,000 years old. It was spoken by Jews all over the world throughout history. Therefore, there is no wonder that nowadays some of the original meanings are lost or even unknown to Hebrew speakers. Now, root. The basic grammar unit is called a root. It is mostly a three-letter word that describes a simple noun or verb. When blended into different grammar forms, the root will exist, but additional meaning will be added to it. For example, the word dog or Caleb in Hebrew. Now it is represented as a root with arrows between the letters. The letters in English will be K, L, and B. In Hebrew, the root will be described as Caleb, a dog. When used in another word or form, it will become Kalbiya, which means kennels. Please pay attention that the letters V and B are represented by the same letter in Hebrew. Therefore, they are Hebrew-wise the same. Now, let's move on to some examples that show how these two principles come to life. The first example will be the root Adam, A, D, and M. You probably know this root from the name of the first man alive, Adam, according to the Bible, of course. The word in Hebrew, Ben Adam, means a human being. It literally means son of Adam, like all human beings. The word Adama means earth or soil, the substance from which all human beings came from and that they all in time will return to. The word Adom means red, the color red. The only color that is common to all human beings, color of blood. Another interesting aspect is that the word blood in Hebrew is dam, which is contained in the word or the root Adam, as you can see. Another example is the root Chavar or Chabar, which means to connect or join. This root can be found as a verb in different forms, but it can also be found in the word Chaver, a friend. A friend is someone close that you are connected to. The word Chavura means company or group. A few people joined together. Let's look at the word Mechaber, an author of a book or article. The author put the words together, joins them in order to tell his story or share his ideas. The word Machberet, notebook, is a pack of connected papers. All examples show that the root appears within different forms or words. The examples also show that the original meaning of the root is kept and relates to the meaning of the word. There is a lot more to know and learn about the Hebrew language. This was just a taste of what it has to offer. Thank you all for viewing. I hope you enjoyed this short introduction. Good luck.